Today I'd like to share with you one of my favorite quotes from A Course in Miracles. It's in the first chapter, section 2, third paragraph, and at the bottom of the paragraph, Jesus is speaking and it reads, "There's nothing about me that you cannot attain. I have nothing that does not come from God. The difference between us now is that I have nothing else. This leaves me in a state which is only potential in you." Now, when you really let those words land, they're pretty profound. When you think of Jesus as one of the greatest avatars that have walked the earth, he's basically saying you can have what he has. The state of joy and the state of love that Jesus lives in is not different than the state of love and the state of joy that is accessible to us in this moment. The only difference is we carry anxiety and fear and worry and guilt that he doesn't carry. And so then we ask ourselves, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that we've come to believe that we are a person separate from others. And not only that, that we need to be the ideal or image of that person or what that person should be before we're happy. So if it's at work, we have to be the perfect executive. If it's at home, it's the perfect mother, the perfect father. If it's in the community, it's the perfect leader. It is the perfect friend. And so the mind is always judging every decision. God forbid you make a mistake, because then you're going to feel guilty about the mistake that you made. And we got to make sure that we secure the future, because we want to make sure we sustain a sense of happiness in the future. If we don't have it now, we definitely want to achieve it in the future. And if we have it now, we want to hold on to it, protect it. And so we play this game in our mind to protect this image of ourselves, or this ideal image of ourselves, when in reality that isn't who we are. So there is never success in finding your happiness in this idea of who you think you are, because that's not who you are. Instead, you get glimpses of happiness or glimpses of joy within some hardship and some suffering and pain. And so there's never that consistent state of love, peace, and joy that is the ideal once we identify ourselves as that joy and that peace and that love. So when we understand that, then the quote completely makes sense, that the peace and joy that we seek is only potential in us until we can give up and let go, carrying the stuff that Jesus didn't carry. Forgiveness is certainly a way out of it. Our capacity to be able to overlook all the worries, all the ideas, all the regrets, the capacity to overlook the guilt will lead us to the understanding of who we really are, which is love, which is joy. You let go of guilt. You forgive others who may have transgressed against you. It doesn't mean that you forget, nor does it mean that you subject yourself to anything that isn't healthy. But it does mean you, in the process of forgiving, have the capacity to extend love. And the more love that you could extend, the more you are reminded that you are love, and that you are peace, and that you are joy.